this video I will show 10 surprising tools that are not maybe as obvious to need in the garage, but these tools have saved me a lot of time and I use them way more often than I would have ever thought that I will need them. So I hope you enjoy it and maybe you will find something that you can also use or pick up. First up are extensions. I actually needed initially only this length, but the shop sold the kit and the kit wasn't that much more expensive as one. I was like, oh, okay, I'll just buy the kit then, maybe I'll need the others. And to my surprise, I have needed this tiny one way more than I thought, because the socket is not long enough to reach the bolt, but anything longer like these here would be already too long and the tool wouldn't fit in there anyway. So this one was a surprise to me. It's quite short, but I need it a lot. And when you're dealing with transmissions, then actually very often what I have to do is I have to actually assemble these and build a really long one. So I have used these long ones in combination way more than I thought, and also these two tiny short ones. So you really won't get away with only having this thing. So secondly, we have a pair of ratchets, but they're not completely normal ratchets. Of course, they work like normal ones. You can hear it click. It's like this. However, what you can do, like if you have a very loose bolt and you put it on, then I cannot tighten it or loosen it because it's too loose, right? But here I can just do this and it will ratchet the bolt. So if you're in tight spots, then this is absolutely great. I love it. Like it's so nice, especially the tiny one. You can imagine, like you can only reach like this, and then you have maybe this much wiggle room, and then you can just use it like that. It's a box of various crush washers. Cars are full of these and you're supposed to replace them every time you undo the bolts. And if you go and buy one each time you need one, then you're going to spend a lot of money. This whole box costs almost nothing. The same goes for actually rubber gaskets. You should also buy one. A big ass syringe. I bought it from a pharmacy and I use it all the time. Either you need to suck some liquid out or put some liquid back in. You can also attach a hose for it. They do sell them in car shops as well, but they tend to be rather expensive. But I realized that in pharmacy you can get them for very cheap. This box here is full of a liquid called Evaporust, and it is safe on the skin. It's not toxic and it removes rust. If you have a bunch of bolts or other parts that are reasonably sized and you have time, then you just drop them in. A couple of weeks later you just push the rust off. This is really good if you have also some brackets that are very complicatedly shaped. This drill bit here enables you to make very different sized holes. You might ask, why not just a regular drill bit? Yes, but this one actually doesn't leave that many burrs. It works on metal and plastic really well. And you know, if you don't get the right size drill bit, you can always just go one step deeper until you have the hole of the size that you really need. A label maker. I used to write on the parts what they are or use post-its or something. If I look at the parts 2 months later, I can still understand what I wrote. I have horrible handwriting, and when you're dealing with projects that are big, like engine swaps and whatnot, then you will have the stuff apart maybe for months. So, and also if you have spare parts left over, it's really good to label them, because in 2 years you will not remember from which car exactly it is. So this has helped me a lot to organize. Blowtorch. Unless you have the privilege of working only on new cars that have no rust, oh my god, this has helped me to not break so many bolts and get them loose really fast. Of course, you have to be really careful not to set your car on fire, but this is really cheap, because I know you can get an inductive heater, but those are quite expensive. Anytime I have some bolts that are already looking like they're rusty, I won't even try penetrating oil. I'll immediately just heat them up and they come loose without any issues.